Every time you see it, what a no, it's time.
I got that check into golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis that's light. Rape in the city that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get fuck you with to groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. Derek ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city. I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carry now for Alex Collins. He finds an opening past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. That good for 22 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. On first down, Allen. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41.
Detroit! Watching that, Marty!
Allen now looks to throw. Flushed out right. He'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
Here's Collins. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Allen. Got his man. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Carr. Underneath, this is Bernard. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Back that up! Gone! 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 Detroit! 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 Detroit!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit! 39!
Allen. Looking long for Thomas. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Heavy, 618.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And Cook has it left side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He's going to launch this thing way down. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And Denver getting set to take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Gone! Detroit!
Allen now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Throwing on first down is Allen. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. And even 40 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll go with a keeper. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Josh Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Switzer now to return. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Monday down. White. Down. You white, 8-8. White Monday down.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Malone. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
He's going to air it out deep for... It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Raiders. 43 yards. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end. Stepping
up, he'll try and run. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Shotgun now for Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Seth Roberts, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. A carry for the Northern California native, Devontae Booker. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Back there, Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go. 3-19.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tahir Whitehead. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
Hey, 734. Low, low, low.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Dancing to his left. Room here to run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
A first throw here for the backup Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Brandon Marshall not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And coming out now, the Broncos. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Allen. Flush to his right. And he fires one incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Back there in that Philly. Here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
Allen throwing again. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Eluding the... And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-7. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully basically flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play that time for the Raiders. 51 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Detroit!
On first down, Allen. Open man is Uzomah. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Gun! All right, now, look at 56. Look at
Allen now looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Allen to throw again. And the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left, and that's caught inside the 35. They give him a gain of 37.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, and so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again. On 2nd down, Collins,
back to the 33. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, Allen buying time to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Down.
Carr now on first down. Out left side here to Bryant. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the gun, it's Carr. Green's got it over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Go. Get set. Hey, set.
On first down, Carr. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Flushed out right. Bryant with a catch right side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony, with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Collins. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he finds Jason Morrow. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
He'll get it up the middle. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Play action. Now it's Allen. Got his man. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And Green with a catch left side. And down he'll go at the 25. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 23. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On second down, here's Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. To the air. Allen escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for DeMaria. And that's caught inside the 35. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Forced it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
On play action, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marquell Lee in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Back now in the East Bay. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Here we go. Detroit!
Now Allen. Flush to his right. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and that's all about ball control, isn't it?
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll begin here with Bernard. And he'll get this one up to the 26. On the stop, Stephon Anthony with a tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's got it. The tight end, Jeff Heuerman. He got 29 yards that time. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Carr, and the Broncos get there and take him down. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. Connects it to Roberts, right side. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Now Carr, got to have this one. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's a 1st down run with Collins. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Drops it underneath for Booker. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Detroit!
To throw, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. A give, left side to Collins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Alex Collins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Switzer now to return. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Carr now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On play action, now Carr. And my goodness, another interception. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony, with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run with Collins. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On 1st down, Allen. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack in there to drop in for his 5th sack of the year. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He gets it here to Peak. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Hey, 734. Down. Hey, 734.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperate. He's got it at the 15. And all the way down to the 9. A big play that time for the Raiders. 47 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
On play action, it's Carr. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Now a give to Collins, and he'll power his way up near the 25. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They go again with Collins. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The Broncos on third down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, now look at 56. Detroit, 56.
Now Allen. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Tahir Whitehead in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Here's Marquette King now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They are on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready. 3-19.
The first throw here for the backup Taylor. Roberts with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.